Shalom, family. I pray all is well. Um, I wanted to do this video today because I've noticed, not only on my videos, but on some of the other brothers and sisters who talk about the 3 days of darkness. There's a lot of comments, where people have never heard of it before. I've gotten messages from people saying it's not biblical and things like that, and it is. Just because we weren't taught it, whether we were in Christianity or Jehovah Witness or Judaism, whatever you might have been, and just because you weren't taught it doesn't mean it's not scriptural, doesn't mean it's not real. A lot of us weren't taught about the second Exodus. Doesn't mean it's not real. A lot of us weren't taught that us melanated so-called African Americans were not, or the people of the Bible. Doesn't mean it's not, doesn't mean it's not real. We are the people of the Bible. So we are the chosen ones. So I'm just going to give y'all some scriptures. Pray about it. Take it to the Most High God for your confirmation. These are scriptures that he gave to me. These are things that he led me to help me learn and understand about this event that is going to take place any day now. So yeah, pray about it. Study it. You got to study to show yourself approved. So one of the first things to remember or to keep in mind when we're going through these things is the second Exodus is going to be much greater than the first, right? So many of the things, the plagues and things like that occurred during the first Exodus, we're going to see again. Like, you can read through Revelation and you can kind of see how we're going to see a lot of the same things that they saw in the first Exodus, but it's going to be on a whole much larger scale. Okay, so that's the first thing, right? The first scripture here, Exodus chapter 10, verses 21, 22, and 23. And Yahuwah said to Moshe, which is Moses, stretch out your hand toward the Shemahim, which is the heavens, and let there be darkness over the land of Mizraim, that's Egypt, even a darkness which is felt. And Moshe stretched out his hand toward the Shemahim, and there was thick darkness in all the land of Mizraim for 3 days. They did not see each other, nor did anyone rise from his place for 3 days, while all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. Okay, next scripture is coming out of the Apocrypha in the book of Yasher or Jasher, chapter 80. I'm going to start at the 36th verse. And Elohim sent darkness over Egypt, so that the whole land of Egypt and Pathros became dark for 3 days, so that a man could not see his hand when he lifted it to his mouth. At that time, many of the people of Israel died who had rebelled against Yahuwah, and who would not listen to Moshe and Aaron, and did not believe in them that Elohim had sent them, and who had said, we will not go out from Egypt, lest we perish with hunger in a desolate wilderness, and who would not listen to the voice of Moshe. And Yahuwah plagued them in the 3 days of darkness, and the Israelites buried them in those days without the Egyptians knowing of them or rejoicing over them. And the darkness was very great in Egypt for 3 days, and any person who was standing when the darkness came remained standing in his place, and he that was sitting remained sitting, and he that was walking remained sitting on the ground in the same spot. And this thing happened to all the Egyptians until the darkness had passed away. And the days of darkness passed away, and Yahuwah sent Moshe and Aaron to the sons of Israel, saying, celebrate your feasts and make your Passover. For behold, I come in the midst of the night among all the Egyptians, and I will strike all their firstborn. Okay, so something to remember here. The first Exodus was only in Egypt, okay? Egypt and Pathros. So it was not a worldwide event. So we are not just going to have darkness just in one country. This is going to be over the entire earth, okay? So again, like I said, on a larger scale than the first time, because the Most High Yah, he is gathering his children from all four corners of the earth, right? So, because we're scattered. Remember Deuteronomy 28, okay? So let's keep going. Got to say one more thing. For those who don't know, Egypt, yes, is a place, but Egypt, when you also look it up, it means bondage. So he's going to be gathering us from our places of bondage. Again, we're scattered across the four corners of the earth, right? So he's going to be gathering us from our places of bondage. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so the next scripture is going to be Amos 8, verses 9 and 10. And it shall be in that day, declares the Master Yahuwah, that I shall cause the sun to go down at noon, and shall darken the earth on a day of brightness. and shall turn your festivals into mourning, and all your and all your songs into lamentation, and bring sackcloth on all loins, and baldness on every head, and shall make it like mourning for an only son, and its end like a day of bitterness. Now let's take another pause, because I know many of us, were expecting the Most High Yah to perform allow this event to happen on a huge festival day, which would have been the 25th, right? But we have to remember that the Most High Yah, he's not always going to come the way we expect him to come. Like, he don't think like how we think. Our ways are not his ways. He's on a whole nother light year of thinking and knowing all, right? Because he knows all, he sees all. So just because he did not come this past feast day or festival doesn't mean he's not coming. There's still another feast day coming. We're still in that season of, that the pagan feast day festival. So don't doubt. Don't be like, oh, he didn't come. Because remember, in Matthew, who's that, 24, 25, I think it's 24, the end of 24, he said, don't be like the evil servant that said, oh, my master delays is coming. Now, not saying we're evil servants or anything like that, but you will be evil at heart if you're denying or saying that he's the name that's coming. Because he's coming, he's going to do what he said he's going to do, all right? So, just keep the faith and stand on his word and know that he's going to do what he said he's going to do, all right? Let's keep going. Okay, so now remember, the Most High, y'all, he says in Amos 3:7, that he does no matter without warning or talking to his prophets, right? Let me say it verbatim. For the Master Yahuwah does no matter unless he reveals the secrets to the servants of the prophets, the Nebiim, to the prophets. So remember, his children, none of what he's doing should be secrets to us. Okay, it's not a mystery. We know because we're children of the light. So we're seeking him, we're studying to show ourselves approved. He's revealing his secrets, his words and things to us, behind closed doors, through visions, through dreams. He's talking to us. So it's not a secret to us, all right? So when the darkness comes, it's not just going to creep up on us out of nowhere. We're going to have a warning. Everyone's going to have a warning, but those of us who are, in truth and who are following him and, everything, we know the warning is not just, to be out here playing, right? So let me tell y'all where the warning is. Pause. Okay, so Matthew chapter 16, Metahayu. Hi. Say hey. Mm-hmm. You saying hey? Hi. Hi. All right, so Metahayu chapter 16, verses 1 through 4. So, in the Pharisees, you teaching? So, the Pharisees and Sadducees came and trying him, talking about Yahusha, asked that he would show them a sign from the Shamahim, the heavens. And he answering said to them, when it is evening, you say, fair weather, for the Shamahim is red. And in the morning, stormy weather today, for the Shamahim is red and overcast. You hypocrites know how to discern the face of the Shamahim, but not the signs of the times. A wicked and adulterous A wicked and adulterous generation seeks after a sign, and no sign shall be given to it except the sign of the prophet Jonah. And he left them and went away. So remember, he tells us to know the times, okay? Know the signs of the times. We may not know the day or the hour, but he gives us the seasons, the times. And again, we are in the season. We are in the time for this to happen, right? All right, so pause, okay? Okay, so this is a little bit longer than I anticipated. So this is the end of part 1, and part 2 is up next, all right?